All right, how we doing? Happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Tomorrow's Cinco De Mayo. We about to have a great show. Call me with your Cinco De Mayo memories. Your favorite thing about Cinco De Mayo. Your favorite thing about Star Wars. Or call me about what we probably going to talk about most of the show, which will be the Saints quarterback situation. We got a couple other things. But anyway, let's get it going. Follow Hold the May. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. X. I'm on YouTube here, right here, HCM Live. YouTube is the home of HCM Live. Also on Apple and Spotify, and I'm on Facebook. So check me out. I'm on all them bitches. This show's presented by Burkhardt AC Heating, Electrical, and Generators. We have reached May. It's getting hotter by the conversation. Which means those fucking hurricanes are in the Gulf just fucking right now. They're not there yet, but they somewhere far off just fucking getting ready for hurricane season, which means you need a generator, dude. And look, I'm not begging you to buy a generator, but whenever you do buy a generator, make sure you buy it from Burkhardt. Just remember that. Give them a call, 985-626-7741. Let them know Hold the Mayo told you to link up with them for a generator. Also presented by the Comp Man. We got the Comp Man back on board. Workers' Compensation LLC. These are real attorneys working for you in the field in New Orleans. They not like somewhere off in Alaska. They not, they here. So if you get hurt on the job and you have no idea what to do, like most people, you call the Comp Man. 504-838-8883. Or if you're antisocial, you don't like talking on the phone, just go to www.compman.com. That's if you get hurt on the job, you don't know what to do. I mean, the whole thing's tricky. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough you just fell on your ass. Call the Comp Man, 504-838-8883. Also presented by Plate Mayo. They've been here for you since 1927. The most loyal condiment on the shelves today. I also got merch. I got Red Bean League merch, htmsports.com/shop. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get it going. Spread quarters. It's the River Parish Disposal Trash Line. Business stinks, but it's picking up.
Nobody's coming to pick up Derek fucking Carr. I don't even need no fucking introduction today. Did we see him at the church? Did we see him finally respond at a fucking church? The most ungodly man uses a fucking church ceremony, and then he's gonna say Diana Rossini is talking like she isn't the most, like, a very credible reporter. Like, what the fuck is up? What? Oh my! I don't even know what to say. Like, can we banish him from the fucking earth?
Well, I think you should be at peace with knowing that he's probably not ever gonna play here again. So, of course, that was very Derek Carr to do. But I've been talking about this guy for years, right? We give him too much time. At this point, I'm exhausted on him. So I really, if you're expecting me to get on here and, he's at the church saying all that, bro, I ain't even got the energy no more. So if there's one thing I can give Derek Carr credit for, he done sucked the energy out of me. Pause.
I mean, that's fair. I just thought that was fucking ridiculous.
I have nothing else to say about this guy. I'm not surprised. You think I'm surprised that Derek Carr went to a church and spoke about his football injuries? No, I'm not.
No, I don't think you should be. But I mean, I think it's still surprising how he's carrying himself like that. Like, you didn't decide to do that with a local media member, or like.
It's not surprising. I have to be honest. This guy has shown his ways too many times, bro. How many times, it's like living next to a neighbor, right? If you see that the neighbor's a cranky motherfucker, he's a cranky motherfucker. You keep seeing it. He's cranky. Derek Carr, he's calculated. It's all about him. He lives in his own world. And this is just another chapter of it.
That's fair, man. Hey, before I get out, one more thing. I call in, sometimes you don't agree with me, sometimes you do, sometimes you let me talk, sometimes I get hung up on. But Would you believe that somebody as fucking degenerate and crazy as me is about to get their master's?
Congratulations, bro. It's a big deal. I can't say that I did. So, it's always a big deal. That's great, man.
That was all. I just want to know if you thought that equated. But all right, I'm gonna clear it up.
All right, dude.
Who dat? Go Tigers.
Who dat? Go Tigers. Yeah, no. First thing started Monday this week. Derek Carr was at the church and, talked about his football injury and talked about how he don't like how the fans, and I'm just summing it up. I'm not saying it word for word, but, he's unhappy with people are saying on the internet. Well, brother, get in fucking line. The internet's a brutal place. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
Hey, Devin. I will say that Tyler Shough going to Dragos is better than Carr going to Chipotle. That's fucking idiot. But I'm not a huge fan of Dragos. I think there's way better places that he could have went to get oysters.
Yeah, I think if I recall, Live's not a huge fan either. I think because remember when Queen and St. Brown went there and said it wasn't that good. I don't mind Dragos. I've been there many times and I don't mind it. I could tell you right now, I don't go to every Wednesday. It's not a weekly thing for me. But look, like you said, it's better than Chipotle. How far you want to talk about Derek Carr's first move going to Chipotle? That spoke volumes for every move to come.
Oh, I completely agree. At least this kid looks like he's going to try to embrace the city. Unfortunately, I think we're going to be they're going to draft another quarterback next year. I don't know. I think they just need to let Spencer Rattler play and see what he can do. If Rattler's got a good line and receivers that he can throw to, I think the first 3 games with a healthy line and receiving core are going to speak volumes about what he can actually do.
And that's the HTM Live question tonight is who will be the Saints starting quarterback come day one. So you saying Rattler?
I think it should. I don't think that, in the preseason, Rattler looked pretty good last year, but you got to realize that when he started those few games when Carr was out, the O-line was in shambles and he had nobody to throw the ball to.
Absolutely. He was throwing the Uber drivers. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, if he's got a healthy line and a healthy receiving core, first 3 games are going to tell a lot about the quality of him in his play.
Right. But here's one thing and this is what I'm asking tonight. I know we all want the Saints to win. Do you think Spencer Rattler can beat out this kid they just drafted to be the starting? Because I'm going to be honest with you. It's mixed reviews, and the people who don't think he can, they think that Tyler Shough is, a level above him in play. I got to be honest. I can't turn my back on Spencer. Look, I want the Saints to win. That's first and foremost. I can't turn my back on Spencer Rattler as far as who would I like to win the Saints quarterback competition. I can't turn my back on Rattler because of all them things you said. It was a tough situation, bro. Got no veteran help. You had a guy that was all about himself. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't give the kid any help, So he was throwing the Uber drivers, a bunch of Walmart door workers on the offensive line. It was horrible,
Well, the thing I think is that both of them are going to compete against each other. I do think both of them are workers, and I think they're going to get in there in the locker room and earn respect from these veteran players, because I think these 2 young guys are going to be in there actually putting work into it, unlike Derek Carr was. So right then and there, whoever one it is, I think is going to have more respect than Carr had.
Yeah, you look at the pitches, and I know we subjective, but they just look really happy at training camp or whatever they at. Not training camp, but the OTA, whatever they at right now. They look happy. The team looks happy,
Yeah, I agree. But, so look, the oysters, Cuda Brown's got good ones, and Crescent City Brewhouse used to have these baked oysters 3 ways. I don't know if they got them anymore, but they were absolutely phenomenal. To me, the Dragos, they overcook them and they rubbery. That's my thing with them. But anyway, who that, Devin? I'm gonna let you take another call. Let's see how this quarterback situation pans out.
All right, brother. Who that? The Kentucky Derby was on Saturday. I had bet on the 8 horse, the 1 horse, and the 9 horse, and this is another Kentucky Derby where my horse don't win. So I really got to get it to fucking gather, and I got to figure this out for next Kentucky Derby because, you know, how it feels to when you win and pick the right horse, it's just a great feeling. It's like scoring a soccer goal. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to feel that feeling of picking the right horse, and it's been bad. Spread quarters.
Yo, Mayo, it's Canadian Cohen.
Yo, what's up, Cohen?
Not much. I'm doing all right, man. I just want to talk about today, really, on how much I fucking hate Derek Carr with a passion. I've never seen a quarterback in such a bright, beautiful, you know, fun city and just shit all over it in every way possible, talking about how much he fucking loves Chipotle, and he's just a fucking asshole. I just hate him.
Yeah, he's not liked by many. Now let me ask you this. Do you think he has a case? I mean, look, he makes, I don't know, $40 million a year. Would you, if you were, Cohen, how old are you, 15?
Yep.
If you were making $40 million a year, right, would you care what anybody said on the internet?
I mean, you can definitely look at it like that. And I would say, you know, if I had the same mindset as I do right now, which I probably won't because I would be older.
That's a good point, Cohen.
Then probably not really. But if I was looking at it right now, yeah, because I feel like you give a shit a lot more, especially in 2025 with everything, about what people say on the internet than you would do in any other type of year. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. That's a good point. And the internet is, you know, it's relentless. But all right, that's a good answer because, yeah, you're not going to care when you get older. I don't know how Derek Carr slipped to where he cares so much, but no, you're not going to care. And by the way, the people that are talking, whether good, bad, or in between, that is the reason why the NFL is what it is today. And without them people, the NFL's it's not the NFL.
Yeah, and then something else I want to bring up is this GTA 6 delay because I really truly do think this game is never going to come out. I have zero expectation for this game to come out because how many fucking decades have they been delaying this game?
Well, the game came out in GTA 5 came out in 2013. I was 21, so I'm 32 right now. So it's been almost, I'm about to be 33, and yeah, it's been almost 12 years.
I was 3.
You were 3 when GTA 5 came out?
I was 3 years old. And I remember when I was 8 years old, them saying, "Oh, the game's going to come out. You just got to wait more. It's coming out soon." You know what I mean? Like, and I would love for the game to come out, but bro, every single year they always delay it. No matter if Rockstar's saying it, no matter if the community's saying it, I just have zero expectation that this game's ever going to come out.
Yeah, it was a blow. Hated to see it. You know, they released that news in the morning really early. You know, it's almost like they did it overnight. You know, they wanted to slip it in there. Now, we pissed. We pissed for sure. But it's hard to stay alive another year, man. Shit, you know? All right, Colin. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the call, dude.
Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate it. Who that?
It's Colin. He lives in Canada. Saints fan in Canada. So, yeah, give me a call, 504-265-0025. Obviously, we talking about who you think's going to be the Saints quarterback. That's the HTM Live question. I'm looking at the poll right now, and it looks like 54% of the votes got Tyler Shough as the Saints starting quarterback come day one. 37% Spencer Rattler. Derek Carr sitting at a 9%. Spread quarters.
What's up, man? It's Nola Boy.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, man. All right. First off, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Is Mickey Loomis smoking crack? Like this, I'm just go ahead and say it. Is he?
I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I know he's good at he likes to budget and stuff. So maybe, yeah, maybe so. Maybe he's I don't know. He's smoking something. I think he's smoking dick. If I got to be honest.
Well, man, he probably is secretly. We don't know. And Why does he want to keep somebody that doesn't even want to stay in our city? Like that's number one. Okay, I don't get it, dude. I don't understand it.
Well, from what I can see from the actions of Mickey Loomis and Derek Carr, they love to keep secrets. And guess what, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Mickey Loomis knows that Derek Carr is not gonna be here next year.
Oh, 100%. He probably,
I think he knows, and he's being discreet about it, not saying anything to burn any bridges. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how he rolls. And that's the problem with both of the organizations, in my opinion. They love to keep secrets, like sixth graders.
Yep.
I mean, this guy, everybody knows you're not going to make it down here if you start bringing up what the fans are saying. You're not going to make it.
And like you said, with the sixth grade, man, I was in sixth grade like 2 years ago. And I'll tell you something, when you described it, 100%, 1,000%.
You were in sixth grade 2 years? Jesus, bro, this is like a junior varsity HTM live tonight, huh?
Yeah, man. Hey, me and Cohen are like literally like I'm a year apart from Cohen.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah. And it really pisses me off. It's just like now the quarterback situation, dude. I think Spencer Rattler might do good. Well, I don't piss me off, but like I think he'll do good this year. We've seen.
I've asked some people, and they think that Shuck's gonna win the job. But I said, well, what about Spencer pulls a miracle? He's better than he was last year, and look, bro. That's what the Saints are derived off of: faith. You know what I'm saying? Hope. All these terms. And if Spencer Rattler could do it, trust me, bro, the people deep down in their heart, they'd love for it to be Spencer Rattler, to be the guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? But they drafted a quarterback with the 40th pick. So.
And another thing that's like also annoying too is that like, well, it's not annoying, but it's like, he said the Tyler Shough, whatever his name is.
Brother, DJ Drama, yeah. Look, I'm not gonna leave you hanging on the suit. I get it, bro, but you gotta realize I'm in 10-minute conversations right now, brother. I'm trying to deal with these kids right now. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm gonna die for this. I'm gonna die on the field for the city. I'm like, actions speak louder than words. Let's see what you do. Let's see.
All right, Nola, boy, I gotta go. We on the phone too long, but I appreciate it.
Hey, another thing is too, Chipotle, where he go? The one on Elmwood? One in Elmwood?
I don't even know where Chipotle is, motherfucker. I have no idea. I ate it one time. It was horrible.
Yeah, no. It's up at a huge kilometer, man. It's right on Elmwood.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Elmwood, yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
Hey, see him on Twitch tonight, man. I want to see some GTA action.
All right, bro. All right, man. Take care, man.
All right, later, dude. Hey, have a nice night.
You too. Spread quarters.
What's up, Devin?
Yo.
First and foremost, smash that like for my boy.
Appreciate it, brother. What's going on?
You watched the UFC last night?
Yeah, I did. What about Bo Nickel, bro? Oh man,
bro, I didn't think that was gonna happen like that.
I did. I bet on Doretta, bro. I had a feeling.
Did you?
Yeah, absolutely. I had him by submission. So that fucked me when I saw him throwing them knees to the body. I knew it was because Bo Nickel. Every time he got hit by anything by Doretta, he was not looking good.
Right. And you got rock with either a hook or a jab or something, and he kept stumbling the rest of the fight until you got hit with that knee.
Yeah, but I mean, Bo Nickel's shown that it looked like he was flawed in some other fights. So, I wasn't.
Yeah, the last fight he had, he went the distance and barely won.
Yeah, right. So, and then Sandhagen, I said probably about a year ago, I said he's, people love Sandhagen, and I like him, but
yeah.
I'm just waiting on this dude to get that real finish. You know what I'm saying? And he's already gotten it before, of course. I mean, what he did to Frankie Edgar. But it just seems like the last few fights, man, like even this one, I mean, the guy snapped his... Now, don't get me wrong. Sandhagen probably would have... He was on his way to, handling business, but...
He was.
I just want to see that electrifying Sandhagen knockout, man.
It'll come with time.
Yeah.
More opportunity. I wanted to ask you last week. I didn't ask. Man, how did you know that they were going to announce the UFC with Poirier? Because you had said it the night before, tune in at 12 to so-and-so, and next thing you know, They put the card on. Well, at least
I mean, I knew. I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew for 3 months. I just didn't want to take the. Not that it would, but I didn't want to announce like why, who, from, and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I knew for I knew for 3 months that it was definitely happening. And then if you watch any like the Poirier interview with Ariel Helwani and stuff, like they've been talking about this happening for like over 6 months. They've been trying to get it, you know. So, yeah, bro.
Well, they're doing right by him, you know.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna be a legendary night. Gotta be there.
You think they get Macy Chase on the card?
Yes, 100%.
They're gonna get nothing but locals, I hope.
Yeah, it's gonna be anybody you can think of. Trust me, they trying to get them on there.
All right, cool. Well, good holler at you, bro.
All right, dude. All right, bro. Later. Gonna be a legendary night. By the way, UFC has not released the tickets on the site yet. It's just enter pre-sale now. I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, I see him on StubHub, blah 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 blah. Dude, you paying more. So I would just wait until UFC, until you see a tab on UFC.com over the fight that says buy tickets. I'd wait till then, cause you getting shammed on them ticket sites. Spread quarters.
Yo, man, what's up, man?
Yo, what's happening?
Yeah, man, just about the quarterback situation. In my heart of hearts, dude, I think it should go to Rattler, man. What do you think?
That's what I want. That's what I would hope. But, you know, at the end of the day, you want to win. So if they come out of training camp saying that shucks, then you gotta. I'm not turning my back on Rattler. I'm rooting for him until the end. But it's their decision.
Dude, yeah.
It's not our decision. Trust me, I think majority of fans, you know, even if it's not the majority, I think a lot of fans would be really happy to see Spencer Rattler prevail. But we've known him for a year. He rode the toughest season and I don't know how long, right? So, of course, like this is the story of, you know, a guy rising through adversity. We love that story.
Yeah, man. Dude, I mean, just watching him play last year and just like the shit team that he was kind of handed with every wide receiver being out, every offensive lineman being out, he still played his heart out, man.
Yeah, and he never complained, and he had every reason. He could have at least said something, you know, and if you look at how you saw Spencer Rattler years ago on the documentary, whatever, I mean, look at the maturity, bro. You know how many times he could have said something about Derek Carr at this point? How many times he could have did some nonchalant thing on social media? No, bro. He's just always been ready to go to work. So, I mean, you got to respect him for that.
Dude, his character has improved like tremendously since that documentary. I think he has something to prove.
Oh, he does.
That's my thing, man.
He does.
Like,
he got the tattoo. You know how it'll say, like, for instance, 7 o'clock, and he'll have the 2 dots, and his says, I think it says now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he got it tattooed on him, bro. Trust me, I'm sure he's thinking about it every second of the day.
Yeah, I mean, even after that Derek Carr news came out, what's the first thing he posts on Instagram? You know, picture of himself in the indoor. I think it was the indoor training facility. Like he's ready to go, and I want to see what he's like with a healthy squad around him. That's my big thing. And also, man, fuck Derek Carr.
Real.
It's been said so many times on this show, man, but he's just fucking robbing the Saints, man. I don't know how anyone can support this motherfucker after that.
Yeah, well, he's got a few. He's got about 11 supporters out there. They love him. But
yeah, man.
Well, appreciate the call.
Plate Mayo.
All right, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Later.
All right, bye.
Oh, damn. Macy Chase on fight May 31st. Damn, that's crazy. You never know, though. She could still fight. I'm sure she wants to. And she really, really from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody I would expect to be on, like, other than, like, I would really expect her to be on the card. So that would be crazy. Spread quarters.
What's up, Mayo?
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, man, you just gave me this image. You know, you're talking about pulling for the underdog. I'm thinking about Shough being at, dinner, the glamour at Drago's. Meanwhile, Rattler's like in the gym, like Rocky in Russia somewhere. throwing rocks, we want handed push-ups, getting ready. I mean, we want that. We love that story.
Right. Like, I don't even remember if Rattler ever announced where he ate. And that just goes into the whole story of Rattler since he's been here. I mean, very low-key, not about all that bullshit. Yeah, not about all that bullshit. And, probably eating bologna sandwiches. It's a struggle right now for him trying to get to the top. So, yeah, I love how you said that because it is kind of that like the glamour
that underdog.
Yeah,
in there working, knowing that nobody's going to believe in him, and all these guys just to put the work in. And I hope that's what we see, and then it's going to benefit both of them.
Right.
It's cool. I'll say this: my favorite Star Wars for May the 4th, I'd say that the fight scene. I love all the original ones, but that fight scene in Phantom Menace was pretty cool with Mace. With not Mace Windu, with Darth Maul. And that whole thing, like that was pretty cool. That was probably my favorite. May the 4th.
Hey, and even the Count Dooku fight with Yoda.
That's true. That was good too. Yeah.
I mean, that was a battle right there. That was a battle.
Those all are just hitting their 20-year marks just recently.
And I'll always say, bro, my favorite Star Wars, I don't care what they do, how much money they spend on the new ones, whatever, my favorite Star Wars of all time is Revenge of the Sith. I mean, it just is, bro. Like, it's the story we all want to know. It's just the best, man. The way that they let it up, it took a whole movie to lead up to that, bro.
No, it was a good, I mean, I was talking with friends. That one is just so, I think that one's coming up 20 years too. And that was just so good. It was so good. But anyway, man, I think we'll see what happens. I still wish we'd add a couple more players. It makes me nervous the further we go into get closer to June that we still got holes. And I just don't know if they're going to do anything with it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, like right now, in one of my bathrooms, the wall's out. You know what I'm saying? The wall's been out, waiting on the guy to come replace the sheetrock, but it's been out for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So every time it rains, a little water gets through, but I'm still here. I'm still living. It is what it is. Sometimes you got some holes.
Yeah, and you just gotta make sure you just keep on hanging in there. That's true. All right, man. Have a good evening.
All right, dude. Later. Because they got too many. They got too many problems with this football team from years and years of, so you can't expect it all to get fixed in 1 year. Even though I'd love to see them do as much as they could too. Trust me, I'm right there with you. All right, DJ Trauma. Some people don't need an opinion. Derek Carr, he cannot play in the Dome. Somebody gonna attack him. Church of Las Vegas, because there's only one church in Las Vegas. I just cannot fathom a world where Derek Carr runs back out on the Saints field in a Saints uniform. I can't fathom it. But anyway, you never know, dude. This guy Mickey Loomis is insane. But I think that he knows that they parting ways, and he's just not trying to say nothing stupid. But at this point, it's like, dude. Just the fact that they drafted a quarterback and he wound up saying if Derek's healthy, he's the starter. Hours later, I'll just never forget that. That was right, wrong, or insane. It was insane. Spread quarters, River Parish. Phone line business stinks, but it's picking up. What's going on?
Yeah, brother, it's roast beef, brother.
Roast beef Ron, amen.
Amen, brother. Okay? Listen, you know why everybody is chill right now? Because they're damn working, brother. Okay? I love what I see. Okay? We're just a bunch of guys going about our business. It doesn't matter. We're not getting involved with the former number 4, what he's doing, where he's preaching, watching the film, not watching the film, hurt, not hurt. It doesn't matter, brother. Okay? This is the New Orleans Saints. Okay? This is a team. Okay? This is bigger than the NFL. It's bigger. This is about a whole state, brother. And we got a group of men with the right mindset.
Yeah, Roast Beef Ron, you a man of God. I mean, would you? I mean, I'm just asking here. Would you
talk to me, brother? This is what we do, brother. We just talk it out.
Would you go to church and talk about what's going on in your job? I mean, I don't know.
So it's interesting. One guy, I had my thoughts on the Derek Carr snippet that I saw. I had my thoughts like everybody, right? And then one guy tweeted at me. He said, you should go listen to the whole message. Obviously, he didn't. So I thought that was fair. I thought it was right. So I went back and listened to the whole message. All right. Let me say this. First of all, anybody that gets up on a stage and speaks for 35 to 45 minutes, it's not easy to do. I have respect for the man doing that. Now, listen. Obviously, I think he said in his interview or in his message, okay, I'm sorry to hear that him and his wife had a miscarriage. I truly am sorry to hear that. Listen, it's called life, brother. We all go through it, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tweet about every time damn roast beef Ron is, maybe, somebody's upset with me, my job's not going well, my wife's mad, whatever. It's nobody's business. They just want me to produce, brother, okay? And what we're saying as fans is like, dude, we're sorry to hear that, but you never even embraced our city. You spoke more to a church that's not even your own home church than you did to the people that pay your salary, the people that cheer you on, the people that come in the dome and are freaking fired up, all right? If you don't want to be a part of by the way, that ship has sailed. I don't even know what the hell we're talking about. It's over, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't coming. He ain't playing. It's over, okay? It's over. I'm sorry.
And then look, there's a lot of churches that would probably, how churches are down here. They probably love for him to come there and talk,
Listen, Mayo, a time back in the day, I don't want to go into much detail right now, okay? Listen, anytime you can get I'll just leave it at this. Anytime you can get a professional athlete to come and speak on a Sunday and profess their love for Christ and talk about how he's changed their life, it's a home run. You're going to get a lot of attendance at the church. There's going to be a buzz. You're going to get a lot of visitors. Okay, so I understand why any church would want Derek Carr to come speak. And I've said this publicly. Listen, I'm not chastising the guy. I think he seems like a great family man and a man of faith. That's awesome. But that doesn't mean you have to be the quarterback for the NFL, for the New Orleans Saints.
Right.
I don't know what that's like. Listen, I know a lot of people that are great, have great faith and are great Christians, okay? But I wouldn't hire them. I wouldn't think about it.
Roast Beef Ron, looks like Pop 'em, don't watch 'em, in the chat said Roast Beef Ron's starting to sound like a Jehovah's Witness lately. He's losing it.
I'm losing it. Damn. I feel like I'm clearer than ever, actually. Okay? Because let me tell you, what is the guy's name in the chat? What was it? Papa Shot?
Pop 'em, don't watch 'em in the chat.
Pop and don't watch him. Well, let me tell you, Pop and don't watch him. I don't know you, brother. Okay? I can tell you, I'm definitely not a Jehovah's Witness. I don't knock on any doors, brother. Okay? Now, if you want to have a real chat about the NFL or about faith, I'm happy to. DM me. Let's get into it. Let's get into the facts. Okay? I love that.
Roast Beef Ron.
But this is New Orleans. Okay? We got damn writers. Okay? We got people like freaking Mayo that shows up every damn Sunday. Okay? We're going to work. It's time we become freaking unified. We need to stop talking about number 4. We need to pick up our damn backpack, put on our hard hat. It's time to go to damn work. Because let me tell you something. I know everybody talks about 2 to 3 years. We could win the damn NFC South next year. I'm telling you that right damn now.
Roast Beef Ron, appreciate it. I love the message tonight.
Love you, brother.
All right, man. Take care. Yo, Wes, appreciate it, bro. Fuck. What a message by Roast Beef Ron. That was a good one. I was at Jazz Fest on Friday. Just to get out the house, not to like run to see any particular artists. But I was at Jazz Fest on Friday, wound up being out there 8 hours. I was there at like 10:45. I think they opened up the gates at 11. You see everybody running with the tarps. They psychopaths, bro. Dude, you ain't never seen some psychos until you seen them dudes when them gates open at Jazz Fest. You know what I'm saying? It was... I mean, you would have thought Jesus Christ was performing. I mean, they were laying them tarps down, bro, quick. I'm talking about assembling the whole setup quicker than a motherfucker change your tires in NASCAR at the pit stop. It was crazy. But anyway, it was a great time. Probably, I mean, seriously, probably trying to put a number on it, but at least 20 beers. Yeah. Christopher Fricky in the chat. Roast Beef Ron smoking rocks. Roast Beef Ron's got lovers and haters. That's how it is. I mean, Yam Live's got it too. I mean, all the callers. But that's what's beautiful about it. Like I said, GTA 6 pushed back till May 2026. That was a huge blow over the weekend. We got NBA playoffs going on right now. You got the Warriors playing the Rockets in a Game 7. And I'm trying to check the Warriors versus Rockets game. Because, yeah, look at this. And I hate it because I don't know how much people have been keeping up with the NBA playoffs, but I don't know if y'all remember, not last time the Rockets and Warriors played, but the game before that, when the Warriors were down, they got it down to like 13 points. And had 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And Carr wouldn't play. He wouldn't play Carr. He had his starters out since basically a few minutes after halftime. And he wouldn't play his starters. I mean, who comes back from 13 points quicker than Steph Curry in NBA history? Nobody. He's the best at doing it. And he kept them out because they on this whole, if it's like analytics almost. Like, hey, if it's over this amount of points that they down, we're going to keep the starters. It's the playoffs, not the stay-offs. Not to stay off the court. It's the playoffs. And if there's one problem I got with the NBA, that's got to be it. And, of course, betting and all that stuff goes into it. I'm not going to lie to you. But they so quick. Dude, you're talking about the Warriors. This is championship DNA written all over it. And even they pull the starters. I mean, as if they could never have a chance to come back. Like the idea of a 30-point comeback. And I know it's not easy. I know you don't see it a lot. But I've seen the Warriors do it. I've seen the Warriors do it to the Pelicans years ago. They don't even want to do that shit no more. It takes away from how it feels to watch a 30-point comeback. They just eliminate it right away. They're like, oh, no. So I was praying, which the Rockets are down 12 right now. I was praying that bit them in the ass because the Rockets wound up winning not only that game, they won the next one, and I was hoping that they'd win the series because fuck that. I don't care whether I know, don't know, whatever. Fuck that. That takes away from the greatness of watching a game, watching what a team can overcome. That's why people fell in love with the Warriors. Shit like that. And it's just, when I saw that, bro, I mean, it aggravated me. It aggravated me, dude. But who y'all got in the NBA playoffs, man? I'll tell you what, bro. I always said, man, I never would see the Knicks win a ship. Probably till I die. But man, Jalen Brunson is so good. He's good enough for me to put $20 on him winning Finals MVP. It pays out about $1,200. So I don't know. The Lakers are gone. Lakers eliminated first round again. Looked awful. Guy Austin Reeves. I mean, this guy could not hit a shot. It was Luka really needs to go see David Goggins. I'm not even kidding. I love Luka to death. He needs to go see David Goggins and do some off-season conditioning, bro. He looks like he just ate a plate of meatballs and spaghetti every time he's on the court. He runs like it. Spread quarters.
What's up, Dev? How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's happening? I'm doing all right.
Oh, nothing much. Hey, I know you're talking about NBA right now. I kind of quit following that a few years ago, but after a week of watching these draft picks, I'm not mad about a single pick in this draft. I think Shough has potential. And I don't know if you watched that running back.
You talking about Neil?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a fucking dog right there.
Yeah, no, I feel great about him. I think he's one of the best picks we made.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a battle between Shough and Rattler.
It's definitely going to be a battle. Now, what do you think about some of these other picks? I mean, the D tackle from Texas. What do you think about?
I think we fucking needed him.
Did we?
I mean, who else do we have?
I mean, you could have picked another. I mean, think about it. You needed another receiver. That's for sure.
That is true. We need a big receiver.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't addressed that yet. They still have not addressed the receiver. I mean, they picked up Moochie from, I think he went to SMU or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know about the receivers, but I know we need fucking somebody that isn't going to just fucking be out for 6 games after one hit.
Well, that's the whole problem. You don't want to depend on, you've already tried to depend on this set of receivers to make it through the year, and you see what happens when just one or two of them goes down. I mean, it's brutal, man. I mean, you can't even win a football game because you have no talent at receiver.
Yeah, but hopefully Mr. Hospital Ball is gone, so we don't have to worry about that as much.
Oh, he'll be gone, brother. But I appreciate the call, man.
All right, brother. You have.
Oh, my bad. You have a good one too, bro. Bub Means will lead the league in receiving yards. Look, bro, I like Bub Means, but again, when you talk about depth at receiver, you have to do better as far as right now. I'm not saying like in a couple years. Right now, you got to do better. Spread quarters. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Mayo? It's Nutradillo.
Yo, what's up, Nutradillo?
Oh, nothing much, man. First thing I got to say is, what's up with your boy 2 calls ago shitting on Canadian Cohen because he likes the Saints? I mean, that's like saying you can't listen to Lil Wayne because you're not from New Orleans. You know what I mean?
Who hated on Cohen tonight?
No, this was like 2 shows ago.
I remember that. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, next time that dude says something, be like, bro, if you're not from New Orleans, you can't listen to Lil Wayne. You can't listen to DJ Khaled. You know what I mean? Nobody.
Yeah. And you like to see that Saints fans are other places too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a bad thing. I mean, we're not the biggest market in the world. So, you know, you love to see it, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the second thing, your 40th overall pick, the future starting Saints quarterback, already working out with Bub Memes, Foster Morrow, Jawan Johnson, all those guys. You love to see that.
Yeah. Hey, may the best man win. And hopefully win us some football games. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. Even if we don't win, as long as Derek Carr is not the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, I'll be happy.
I think most will. I'm going to be honest. I think we could go 0-18. And as long as he's not there, I think we'd be a little happier.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the whole church thing, it is what it is. If you want to go preach to people about your injuries, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, he's making $40 million no matter what he does. So,
Yeah, spend your time how you wanna. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he could. Yeah. The thing about it is, people don't talk about this part. Like Derek Carr knows what he's doing. He knew when he did that thing in church that he was gonna get out, and like it's not like he didn't know that. You know, that's like if I went and made a video at Jazz Fest. You know what I'm saying? And I was eating a bunch of food and stuff. It's probably somebody's probably gonna see the video. You know what I'm saying? Or if I was out and about and you know, people were filming. You know, I was drunk, and well, if they were filming, it's probably gonna be on the internet. He knew what he was doing.
And like I said, I don't care what he does as long as it's not New Orleans, and as long as he's not the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. I really don't care.
All right, my brother. Well, appreciate the call.
Have a good one, Mayo.
Hey, thumbs up on the stream if you can help the show out. Throw a thumbs up on it, bro. I'd really appreciate it. Helps the show get out there. Appreciate it, DJ Tron. Appreciate all the super chats, bro. And yes, I definitely remember that game you're talking about when we had AD and we played the Warriors and they erased a 20-point lead. That's exactly what I was thinking about when I said what I said. So, I mean, it's just crazy that they do that now. Spread quarters.
Well, yeah, Mayo.
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, Drago's the best place to go for the first time in town.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, I mean, I'm not hating on it. I will say last year when St. Brown went there, people felt different. You know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, well, he didn't go here, and here. But now we feel good about it. All right, that's cool. Like, whatever.
Hey, all I can tell you is Drago's and Metairie, best place to go in New Orleans.
What they gave you, $10 to call?
Hey, no, I don't know.
I was just making sure.
Look, do you know Clara and Drago?
Do what?
You ever been there? Do you know Clara and Drago?
I don't know everybody in Dragos, no, but I've been to Dragos. Yeah, I'm from down here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like they're like they like came here and they started this awesome restaurant and it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I love it.
Yeah, no, I said on the show I like it.
Hey man, you got a great deal going on. Love your RB&R. It's awesome.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate the call.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, man. That must have been the manager, huh? Yeah, I mean, I had to ask, like, but still better than Chipotle, you know, which nobody's going to make that mistake again. And I know Derek Carr did, but I think Dyson Daniels did it too, which, you know, I feel like that cursed his Pelicans career, going to Chipotle. I mean, this shit matters down here, dude. You got to pick where you eat, and if you pick the wrong place, you might be cursed, bro. That's the unique thing. It's not like getting drafted by the Colts. They don't give a fuck what you eat. You get drafted by the Saints. I mean, motherfuckers are literally sitting, you know, on their hands, waiting to see what the first thing you eat is. That's the difference. That's what makes us unique, you know? The Drago's manager. Man, that's funny, bro. Caleb Neff in the chat. I'm tired of Carr playing the victim. He constantly victimizes himself to make excuses for the lack of production on the field. It is definitely a pattern. Look, I'm not saying that. First of all, I've said this many times on the show. When you are the starting quarterback for any NFL team, but when you're the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, bro, we are some talkative motherfuckers. Like, get over it. Like, that's how we are. You play quarterback for the same team that brought everybody joy when they came back to the Dome after Katrina. Nobody cared about anything else than that team playing against Atlanta when they came back in the Dome after Katrina. Dude, people have lived their whole lives and died without seeing the Saints win a Super Bowl. So when we won a Super Bowl, you ask anybody from here, hey, what's the best day of your life? Dude, it's like almost guaranteed they're going to say when the Saints win the Super Bowl. Everybody knows where they were at. It's a big deal, bro. Like, so when you play quarterback for this team and you not going to playoffs and I mean, we could talk about this so many different things on why people down here would talk about him. You got to expect it, bro. And yes, we loud and proud. And you signed the contract. You cashed the check. So this is what comes with it. It's not like this is like out of ordinary for this to happen. I mean, people were calling Drew Brees noodle arm by the end of his career. I mean, people are going to talk down here. Spread quarters.
Yo, Devin, appreciate the heads up on that on the UFC tickets, man. I was looking at them. It's like, man, they're like $1,000, but I know that now I know that you got to go like through a legitimate source. There's so many scammers out there.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Like you saw.
You gonna try to go to a fight or what?
Oh, absolutely. And did you see like some of them listings on those sites? Like I'm talking about sites that everybody knows about, StubHub, Ticket. Like they don't even tell you what row you're in. I would never buy that shit.
Yeah, and what was it? Theo Vaughn's one of the ones that points it out. Like, don't buy them from a third party. I'll come back around. You know, they're gonna scam you and stuff like that. And man, it's a shame. And Ticketmaster is one of the worst because they'll what was it? A couple months back, they offered like VIP Taylor Swift tickets. Ticketmaster turned around and bought them all up, and then certified resold them at a higher price, and people were buying them.
Right? Yeah, they're not fooling me. I'm gonna tell you that right now because this is something that I've been saving up for a long time, and they're not gonna fool me on my money. No way, because I'm trying to get a good seat. You know.
Yeah, and I always wondered, you know, because they have so many celebrities in the crowd. It's like, man, it's going to be far and in between if you can ever get to one of those matches, just because you know how many people go to them and stuff like that. But the price is right. I'll go, man. It's what is it? The retirement fight for Poirier. He's done a lot for the MMA. So I mean, it would be one of those iconic things to see, you know.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. Like even if you don't follow fighting a lot, I mean, you gotta love down in your heart that to know that a dude from Louisiana is. You know what I'm saying? He's been fighting for as long as I can remember. He's had a great career, and, you know, they doing this for him, but they really doing this for Louisiana. Like, I mean, my parents and shit, they grew up going to fights in the Superdome and all this shit, and
Right.
It kind of just went away, you know?
Yeah. And another hidden secret is they got a lot of fights sometimes at the convention center out there in Biloxi.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I go to the cage fights and shit. They got them at the Pontchartrain Center too. They got them a few different places.
Yeah, but man, I'm hoping I can get out there to see it. You know, and I follow his Instagram. He's talking about he wants to walk out to some of Lil Wayne's music, and I think Lil Wayne was pretty pumped up about that.
Yeah, I hope he does it. That'd be even more fire. I ain't gonna lie. I wish James Brown was still alive though, because that would be legendary. I mean, I know everybody loves Wayne. I do too. But imagine if James Brown was still alive and he came out with James Brown's that song. That'd be nuts.
Oh yeah. So I might see you out there, man. I'm gonna see if the price is right. I'll make it happen. But keep us posted on where to go and where to get the legit tickets, because like you said, there's a lot of scams out there.
Yeah, UFC.com. You can go register for pre-sale. They'll let you know. So you can go right now, register for pre-sale. But all right, dude.
Yeah. All right, have a good show, man. Later.
Right, later. I love Wayne to death. Hate that he's a Packers fan. I always have hated that. I can't stand it. Every time I see it's like once a year he reminds you, and I hate it. Yeah, it pays the cost to be the boss. Boy, if James Brown was alive. And that's a dude who's like when you think of like legendary fights and stuff like that, like it would fit well. Such a legendary and I'm not saying that Wayne isn't, because he's definitely legendary. But James Brown, and it would make sense because that's Poirier's song since forever. See what else we got here. I'll take a couple more calls if we got them right at an hour. Why do I hate him being a Packers fan? Well, because I'm from down here. So why would we want our biggest legend? Why would we who down here would like that the biggest legend from New Orleans likes the Packers? I don't give a fuck what the story is. I know what the story is. I get it. I was at the Super Bowl Convention Center shit in 97 too, dude. I had all the same cups. I had all that shit. Trust me. And the Saints were very bad. I get like the story. I understand the story. I don't understand it's whatever. Like who you want. But if you're asking me why don't I like it, that's why. Because I'm a Saints fan. Who likes that? By the way, I know you remember the songs. Me, myself, I had the N.O. That's the Saints. Yeah. Reggie Bush, baby. Reggie Bush, baby. Drew Brees, Marcus Colston, Sean Payton. Don't think I forget. Spread quarters.
Dev, I'm really sober, and I was having this argument with somebody on Twitter and on Instagram, and I want to know what your opinion is about the Saints and our O-line. And I want to know what Chat's opinion is. I feel like it's a good discussion. So this guy said, under a post, he listed out Ramczyk, McCoy, Ruiz, Pinning, Fuaga. He gave them a check for hit, X for bust. Ramczyk, McCoy, but you got to take into account Ramczyk don't even play no more because of injuries. That's unfortunate, but all right. He gave Ruiz a hit. I don't know what that's about. He gives Pinning a TBD. And Fuaga, he gave a hit. I still think we got to see more. But that really made me very angry because he was like, stop acting like we're bad at O-line. So I went through and I listed since 2018, we've taken 9 O-linemen and 8 of them have been complete absolute busts. So what do you think about that? Do you think we're good at picking O-line?
Bro, we've talked about this.
This dude's delusional.
I know. All right, let me open up the line. I'm going to tell you what I think. We've talked about this a lot on this show. We've talked about, I went through all the drafts and I said basically the Saints, since Pete, have drafted 10 offensive linemen in the first round. So, it was some crazy number. It wasn't 10. I'm exaggerating, but it's a lot. Spread quarters. Hello? All right. But to answer your question, the Saints have been, it depends on how you look at the lineman, right? So would you call Cesar Ruiz a success? I don't know. I probably wouldn't. Obviously, we know that, but they've hit on many. McCoy's like the fucking Al Capone of the team, bro. You got to get with McCoy before anything. You know what I'm saying? So they've had some wins, but they've definitely had a lot, and they try to draft them a lot. Spread quarters.
Yo, I got through. Mayo, what's good, man?
Yo, what's up,
Yo, man, what's good with the chat, man? Much love to y'all, man. I ain't talked to y'all in a while, man. I don't know if you remember me or not. It's been months, man. But how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just you got to tell the chat who you are. Some people don't
know. Man,
know.
I called 2 years ago, bro. And I just went on a rant about everything that was going on in that particular game and just everything in the franchise. And unfortunately, bro, that was 2 seasons ago, man. And right now, it seemed like that energy has even went on a more of a decline. Man, I got to talk to my psychiatrist about the way I feel about my Saints now. It's crazy. Yeah. I feel zero inspiration from any idea, any move that we have made. I feel like Mickey Loomis hired Kellen Moore because he looked like Sean Payton. He looks like a young Sean Payton. That's how crazy I am in the head. That's how much disbelief I have for Mickey Loomis, Gail Benson, the team. I'm just at a point now, Mayo, and that's why I haven't even called in, is that I just feel nothing about what they're doing that makes me feel like a future is possible. Everything that has went down, everything that we have went through, the trades, the talk, the people we've brought in, we try to justify if they're going to be good or not. Some of them are, some of them over-exceed, and then they leave town because we don't want to pay them. Most of them are just bust. And now we just kind of sitting here with a mid roster, in my opinion. and with a cap hell that we can never get out of because we got a GM that still thinks about 2009 every single day and it's 2025. And it seems like we're never going to escape that. Now, when I called last time, I talked about how arms and legs don't matter if your brain not working, right? And how I always felt that the extremities of this team didn't matter because the people that was making the decisions and the brain behind that arm was not being good enough to be in the league anymore or on this franchise. Now we've gotten to the point to where I think we have no soul as a team. Now I'm at a point now where everything that we do has been in a panic. Everything that we do has been vanity. Everything that we do has been irresponsible in the last 3 years because we're trying to reach for something that is not there. That is an absolute crack dream of going to the playoffs with what we have done the last 3 seasons. So now I just stand at a point where I need y'all. I need y'all to get me pumped. I need y'all to remind me that I am a Saints fan. Because at this point, man, it don't even matter. It really doesn't even matter. You know, I think the only person we drafted this year, the linebacker from Oklahoma, I think he's going to be the only one that does anything on the field. And also, I think he's something else. He's going to overexceed, and he's going to find himself on another team because they're going to pay him to start. And we're gonna keep who we keep, just like we did with the linebacker that went to Atlanta, just like we've done with Trey, just like we've done with Marcus, just like we've done. That's what we do. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I definitely.
And it just seems
I remember you. That's for sure.
You remember me, man? It just seems like where we going, it just ain't gonna matter. It just ain't going to matter. The arms and legs doesn't matter. The brain didn't matter. And now the soul seems like it's irregular. Now the soul of the team, to me, seems like it's never going to move forward. The Pelicans, unfortunately, have been cursed and linked to this stench of mediocrity as well. And it seems like it's a isolating door of bullshit that never changes, won't change, because we're not having enough accountability to say, take the medicine, do what we have to do, be smarter. And also, I think money keeps people in play. You can't win if you can't tell the truth to a lie if the lie is paying people paychecks. And we're in a situation right now that the people that's lying are the paychecks, and they're never going to give that up. It's going to have to literally be ripped from their grips for us to have any success, because everything they're doing now is trying to sell tickets, not trying to produce a team. And that sucks for us. That sucks for a fan base like us because we passionate. We get so excited about people we get in to play with us. We get so excited about the Justin Reed trades and the Derek Carr trades. We get so pumped up about the unrealized material and the potential of what we can do. And then we get a season where it's pure chaos. And then we go in the off season, talk about it again. We draft the offensive lineman that everybody loves and says they're going to be the next best thing. That's not the next best thing. I'm not going to talk about the offensive lineman we drafted this year because he seems like he is a good player. But what I'm trying to say is when you look at repeated behavior, you have to take an accountability of the repeated behavior. You can't just look at it and say, well, that's just going to change. It is not. It is by design how bad we are as a football team right now. And that sucks for us, Mayo. That sucks for us, man. Yeah. I don't know where we headed. I don't know what to do. I don't know who has the heart of the Saints to rebuild this, do what's best for the fans. But we're in a pickle right now. We're in a pickle, man. We're in a pickle. You know, it's springtime OTAs. We're talking. I see Derek Carr doing a damn trade review, car review. I mean, when you hear about trade bait, you hear about him thinking he gonna put this out there as if he got some teams looking for him. You know, this Derek Carr relationship with the Saints remind me of a relationship with the uglier one, the unattractive one in a relationship is the most cockiest one, and they think they got all the moves, and they just don't. They're just dumb and delusional and narcissistic, and they got nerve to be the one to cheat. You ugly as hell,
right?
And you gonna cheat on us?
Yeah.
You crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
This needs to end, Mayo. All of this needs to end. If it doesn't end, we're not going to win. If this doesn't end, we're not going to win. And I feel so passionate about that. I hate it that we couldn't get Aaron Glenn to be our head coach. I hate it that he didn't even want to come here because I think about the conversations they might have had, and I think about how unattractive this job might have seemed to him. I think about how biased some people are. I think about how the truth never can prevail because bullshit parades around this state and this franchise. And it seemed like it hasn't stopped. And I just don't know what to do about it. From the Fuagas to the Banks to the Stussons to the blah, 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 to the Shucks, to old Shuck, to the blah, to the this, to the that. It's all the same. It's all the same because it's mid and it's been mid. It hasn't even been deserved to be talked about because it's mid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to need some dopamine and some serotonin to get pumped up because right now I'm being a little of a doomer, bruh, and I got to admit it. I don't like being a doomer, but I am now, bruh. I don't know where we headed, man. Pelicans or the Saints. Don't know where we headed. You know, I think everything we've done on a panic. We've done on a irrational decision. We've done on a compulsive, idiotic, reckless pattern. We haven't done anything strategic, calculated, anything to cook, anything to rely on the next year after. We haven't done anything to play any card to do anything better than anything we've done in the last 3 or 4 seasons. And it's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And I just don't think we got enough accountability from anybody in the front office that wants to change it. Because they're going to keep walking in that office and justifying their job because of ticket sales and revenue. Not because of the team. I'm tired of it. I'm just absolutely tired of it, bro. So I don't know how you guys feel. I don't know who you guys want to start for us, but arms and legs don't matter when brain and soul is the problem. It doesn't matter. And I'm starting to see that. Because we see teams around the league doing things to produce. And I hope Kellen Moore can be progressive and pragmatic enough to do that. I hope he is a good head coach. I hope he can stand up to, you know, the bombastic personalities on the team and galvanize some grown men. I hope Brandon Staley can be a defensive coordinator for us to bring some type of uniform to our defense, our run defense again. But and it could happen. Anything's possible, right? But right now where I stand, I just feel so deflated, dejected. I just don't even know where to start with my Saints. You know what I mean? So, man, I just had to call. I just had to vent. I love y'all to death because we go through so much and we talk so much about the players we got and what we can do and what we can't do, you know? And it just ends up in this pool of bullshit every single time. And I just don't know what to do. But, man, I know I've been on a tangent holding the line. Not going to hold the line no more. But, bro, I just wanted to reach out, let y'all know that, man, we in this together. We always have been. They throw bullshit at us, and, you know, we get pumped and get excited. And, you know, maybe it's time to just show our ass to the Saints franchise to let them know that we don't understand what they're doing anymore. So I'm not going to your game. I'm not buying your ticket. I'm not buying your jersey. I'm not buying your cup. I'm not buying your mouse keypad charger. I'm not buying your hoodie because you're not showing me enough that you want this football team to be great. You want this football team to sell tickets, and that doesn't happen like that. You can renovate the Superdome all you want. You need to renovate the soul of this team. Because if not, we're doomed, brother. Doomed. But that's all I got, bro.
All right, my bro. Look, I know it's been 2 years. You there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, I know it's been 2 years since you said you last called, but I got to be honest. I think you made up for every day that you were gone.
Bro, appreciate it.
Yeah,
I had to.
And look, you know how I feel about it. I think that you a classic Saints fan. I could tell that you watched the Saints for a long time, right?
Ricky Jackson was my first player. Yeah, Ricky Jackson was my first him. You know, with the Saints. I just loved him. And I just fell in love with the Saints at that time. I fell in love with Aaron Brooks, the Air Force Ones on the turf. I fell in love with my Saints. And ever since then, I've been up. I've just been there. You know, I'm from Sulphur, Louisiana, by Lake Charles, on the other side of southwest Louisiana. But I've been so in tune with my Saints. I think about Katrina almost every day. I think about the struggles of I think about the pollution of this state. I think about the refineries of this state. I think about the losing mentality of the Saints. I think about the Pelicans being bad. I think about it all, and it sucks because we don't suck. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
We don't suck. We do not suck. We show up. And it doesn't seem like these franchises are caring enough to show up with us. So where do we go?
All right, bro. Well, look, I appreciate the call. I guess what do you want us to call you? We got to know, Sulphur. You want me to call you Sulphur?
Man, call me Sulphur, man.
All right, cool. All right,
call me Sulphur, man. The name CT Crusher, but call me Sulphur, man.
I love that. And I appreciate the sermon. It was truly, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. Thank you, bro.
Man, appreciate you, man. Thank y'all for letting me in, bro.
All right, bro. Later. Wow, man. That was something else. And look, at first I saw the comments in the chat. Who's this guy? Is he smoking crap? Blah, blah, blah. Man, you got to listen to what people are saying sometimes, bro, because this dude, I remember this guy. As soon as I listened to a little bit of it, I remembered exactly who he was, and his calls have always been bangers. You got to go back and, I don't know, his calls have always been bangers. So anyway, spread quarters, last call of the night.
Man, what's up? It's Bayou Brad. What's happening?
Bayou Brad, what's good?
Hey, I know it's the last call, but I ain't no way I'm following up with the fuck that, whatever the hell that just was.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that guy could have talked until the sun rose tomorrow, and I think he would have made.
That dude had some shit pent up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's real Saints fan right there. You heard how he said, "I think about Katrina every day." I know what he's talking about. It's not we think about like in a depressed way. We just think about it. Just can't help it. Like every week. You know what I'm saying? It's been, I don't know, it's been 20 years since it happened, but we think about it.
That dude is so passionate. I bet you right now he's sitting up on the back porch smoking a pack of Joe.
Now, I'm going to tell you that right now. He's smoking some phenomenal shit. I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't just...
He feels so relieved.
Yeah.
The weight has been lifted off of his chest. This dude was using the $64 words and was just going off.
Somebody just asked me, where's Jake Hayner at on the poll? Brother, he ain't on.
Jake Hayner, he won't even be in the building in the next month or two.
Yeah, you might see him on the poll at Visions or something. That's about the only poll you can see him on.
Yeah, I'm live. I see him up in Visions. You right?
Yeah, no, it was
Hey, so your boy Bo Nickel got exposed, man. He's so overrated, dude. Yeah. So overrated. You know what I mean? Like wrestling's got its spot in the sport, but last night he just got, the good old fashioned ass whooping. That's all it was.
Yeah, but you see this in the UFC. You see guys who dominate at first, and then they run into. Even O'Malley ran into Cheeto Vera.
What happens? I think what happens is over time people just figure him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, we know what his go-to is, what the weaknesses are, and they can just pick him apart. And that's what happened to him last night. He got caught with those knees because the fight was over with.
Yeah, no, he was not reacting well to them knees at all, bro. And look, that dude, Doretta, he's for real. And if you watch UFC, you've seen this guy before, and before there was hype. All right, so before we were talking about, hey, Bo Nickel, the guy with all the hype, is fighting Doretta. In Doretta's other fights, they were hyping him up. So it's not like he was like a bum. Like
he's not
They matched that up good, man. They matched that up real good.
He was legit. Yeah. Nickel just got exposed. That's all it was too. But I think he's been overrated since day one. The next card with Bilal Muhammad on it should be a pretty good fight too.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens there. I would say Bilal's going to beat Maladena though, or Madaleno, however you say it. I'd say that. Bilal's
however you say his name. I just Bilal's just on another level.
He is.
I think. When it comes to him, you know what I mean?
And he knows how to win a fight, especially a 5-round fight. Like, he's good at that. He knows how to win without finishing, all that.
Jose Aldo's coming back to the card. I hadn't seen him. I don't think I saw him since McGregor knocked him out.
Okay, so he's fought a few times, and he didn't look bad. I don't want to say it's his last time that he was out there. Yeah. So this is 2024. He beat Jonathan Martinez in a decision fight, and then he went and faced Mario Batista and lost in the decision. So it's Jose Aldo. Like, I know that the McGregor knocking him out, people like kind of was ready to write him off. Dude, he's still here. Still.
Dude's 32-9, bro. 32-9. I mean, he's been around a long time.
His kicks. Dude. I would not want to get kicked by Jose Aldo, period.
No, yeah, you're right. And McGregor knocking him out is probably the best thing could have happened because I think he wears his ass out as the fight goes through. But it is what it is. But, man, I'm glad you let me take the call, bro. And I'll catch you next week. Who that?
All right, bye you, Brad. Later, man. Who that? What a show, man. Truly was amazing. I got merch, hcmsports.com/shop. That's Red Bean League merch up there. Shout out to Burkhardt again. If you need a generator or if you're in the market for a generator, hit these people up. Like, it's better than just looking on the internet and being like, oh, who's got generators? Like, hit the people up that I'm telling you about because I know these people. They will take care of you. Tell them you coming from the HTM live chat or you listen to the podcast, whatever. They will take care of you. 985-626-7741. Get that generator. Shout out to the comp man as well. If you get hurt on the job, you're not going to know what to do, but you could be owed something. 504-838-8883. Hit up the comp man anytime you fall on your ass at work. Shout out to Blue Plate as well. And, of course, River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Spread quarters. Last call, 100%.
Yo, it's Milk and Honey.
What's up, Milk and Honey?
Yeah, we're in here, and I just want to give the Saints fans a little bit of fucking hope. All right, look, we're in the middle of the rebuild. Everybody knows it. But I watched some tape on this Shough kid, man. 6'5". But we're in a good position right here, Devin. I'm telling you right now, this was the fucking pick. You could tell me that you wanted Shador. You could tell me you wanted this and that. You could tell me that you're fucking you're so uptight about Derek Carr's contract. You could tell me, blah, blah, blah. Cry. Bitch, wipe the fucking tears with Shough's fucking reign. Shough is in the building. Shough is in the building. We're coming. And, dude, the betting line right now for the Saints, they're saying that we're not going to get 4 fucking wins. This team is still in contention. I'm not saying contention for the division. I'm not saying contention for the goddamn playoffs. I'm not saying that. But we could fucking win. We could get some good fucking wins, and we could feel good about this team again. So, I mean, this is not turmoil. I've seen turmoil. We've seen it. We've seen it with the Browns. We've seen it with the Jags. We've seen it with every other fucking little shitty-ass team. No, we are New Orleans. We are the fucking Saints. So stand up, Roast Beef Ron, if you can hear me. If you can hear me, Roast Beef Ron, please pray that the New Orleans Saints fans could get revitalized once more. And if you would please remove your cap, let's all say one silent prayer for our brother, Tyler Shough, a New Orleans Saint. And
all right, well, I'm not removing my hat right now. But I appreciate the call, bro. It was a lot of passion behind it. Spread quarters, last caller.
Yeah, motherfucker, I'm here. Fuck, I've been calling. Ain't nobody fucking answering.
Well, we here.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, because I wasn't gonna drink today, but it was still fucking nice outside. It was such a fucking beautiful Sunday. I winded up in the fucking quarters.
I was hoping to run in a couple fucking whores. I swing by the fucking cathedral. I dipped my hand in the holy water, and I was asking the good Lord to send me a couple sundresses on this beautiful day. But, you know, he had other plans for me. So, but I did want to say this. I'll tell you what, old Tyler from Louisville, I don't know what he's going to be in the NFL, but Lord have mercy, Devin. You seen his old lady?
Yeah, Roast Beef Ron told us about it. Yeah.
Oh, my God. You talk about a fucking distraction for a rookie. Lord have mercy. Well, I know Tyler's going to be practicing a lot, you know. I could show you around the city. We could go uptown, downtown, go to Bourbon. I'll bring you to the Parish, wherever you want. She can even ride in the front seat, you know. Treat her like the first lady of New Orleans. I mean, they might as well put her on the sidelines with some pom-poms. Maybe she could sub in for the male cheerleader. Fuck it. If the Saints suck, at least you can watch her dance around. I mean, don't worry, you know. But I'm sure he'll still be here. Oh, but that's all I gotta say tonight.
All right, yeah, I'm live. Well, motherfucker, go get a water. That last exhale, that, you know, how many beers today? 10?
Well, I said I was only going to do 6, and then it turned into 17 plus a couple of shots, plus a couple on the ride home. I always got to pick up a 6-pack on the ride home. How was Jazz Fest?
I mean, I drank probably about 20 at Jazz Fest. I'm not even going to lie to you. 20 beers. 2 mixed drinks.
You saw Joan Jett? What day you went?
I went when Luke Combs was performing. I don't know his music like that, but I heard a couple songs I was familiar with. But just really went to get out the house and sit down for 8 hours in one spot and drink beer.
Had you a good little time.
Yeah, didn't even eat. Just fucking. Just fucking.
It's too hot to eat.
Yeah. You know.
I saw Joan Jett at my partner Earl the Pearl's house. He lives by the track. I saw him dancing there by the record machine. I knew he must have been about 17. I could tell it wouldn't be long. He was gonna be with me, get me, singing I love smoking bowls. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. She was great. It was fucking incredible. And then I went second line around Mystery Street, singing a little Glenn David Andrews. Down in the Tremaine with me and my baby, watching people sashay in front of my dome. We was wilding out there on Friday. But I'm about to crank me a couple silver dollar pancakes and call me a night. I'll holler at you. Later.